Broadcasts of HIKI NŌ are made possible by the support of viewers like you. Mahalo. And by Bank of Hawaii Foundation, investing in Hawaii's future by promoting collaboration, critical thinking, and other 21st century skills through HIKI NŌ.
Next on HIKI NŌ, our first All-Maui show.
Schools throughout the Valley Isle bring you a first-hand look at life on Maui.
From Maui High School in Kahului, the community sorts through the complex issue of sugarcane burning and its potential health hazards.
From Seabury Hall Middle School in Makawao, you'll meet a 21st century cowgirl.
From Lahaina Intermediate in Lahaina, the story of a man dedicated to keeping children safe when they cross the street.
From Maui Waena Intermediate in Kahului, why the construction of a badly needed science building is taking so long to get started.
From Baldwin High School in Wailuku, the glories and sacrifices of running a family bakery.
From Kamehameha School's Maui Middle, a family-run dairy, famous for its ice cream and its values.
And from Lahainaluna High School on Maui, an annual celebration of the life of David Malo, one of Hawaii's greatest scholars.
So stay tuned to this special All-Maui episode of the nation's first statewide student news network, HIKI NŌ. Can do. We're here on the campus of Maui High School in Kahului, Maui's business and commercial center. Kahului was nicknamed Dream City as the development of this area changed from sugarcane fields to a modern 4,000-home community. Ironically, as development around our campus continues, so does Maui's sugarcane industry. Maui is the last island to commercially cultivate raw sugar from sugarcane. Our story takes a look at the growing issue between development and the traditional agriculture practice of cane burning.
Harvesting supervisor Omosa Ofaya believes that burning sugarcane is what keeps the Valley Isle both green and employed.
The trucks are moving. We gotta keep up with the meal. Gotta feed the meal with sugarcane.
But for Maui Tomorrow, a nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping preserve Maui's natural and cultural resources, the smoke associated with the burning is a cause for concern.
Because we have a growing population with housing developments much closer to the areas adjacent to cane fields.
For the past 132 years, HC&S has been growing, burning, and harvesting sugarcane on Maui. Its historic Pukalani mill is currently producing up to 200,000 tons of raw sugar annually. To maintain high yields, the leaves of the cane and the wax from the stalk need to be removed prior to processing.
Well, we burn off all of the leaves. It minimizes the rubbish from the green cane. That's what is good for us. So it's like we're producing more sugar from burning cane than green cane.
The smoke from the burn entering into residential areas is what Maui Tomorrow's Irene Bowie believes is the reason for the increasing amount of respiratory problems during the March to November burn season.
We know that Maui County has a higher incidence of asthma in children and adults than every other island except the Big Island. And I think, the island of Hawaii certainly has more VOG issues.
To minimize the impact of smoke and ashes on Maui residents, HC&S works with meteorologists to schedule their burn times around rain, VOG, and wind forecasts.
It's all about minimizing the impact of smoke on the urban areas. That's the whole purpose of our weather forecast.
However, Bowie believes these forecasts are not always accurate.
A lot of times what happens is the smoke plume goes up in the air and it hits an inversion layer and collapses and really impacts the community.
As an alternative, Maui Tomorrow and HC&S are investigating the use of a green harvester around residential areas to replace burning.
We want to see agriculture continue on Maui. We want the HC&S employees to retain their jobs, and we think a good alternative is exploring green harvesting of the cane.
Australia, where the green harvester was built, harvests about 30% of its annual cane without burning, but the design of the machine has proven useless and dangerous around Maui's rocky, uneven terrain.
that the use of mechanical harvesters in rocky fields is just not possible, because the chopping blades would be, and the cutting blades and the base of the machine would be severely damaged by rocks. It's very dangerous to use such machines on sloping sites because the machines can tip over.
Until a more permanent alternative for burning is developed, Bowie feels that
the community coming together and dialoguing on this is just what we need. It's kind of been something that has created a division in the community, and I don't think it needs to be that.
Whether we continue with conventional burning or commit to an alternative, what Maui Tomorrow and HC&S know for certain is that this is an opportunity for us to see that we all just want the best for the Valley Isle. This is Sydney Green from Maui High School for HIKI NŌ.
We're here on the campus of Seabury Hall in Upcountry Maui. Upcountry Maui is known for its rodeos and paniolo traditions. Just across the road from our campus is the Oski Rice Arena, where the annual rodeos take place. Seabury Hall School is located less than a mile from the quaint town of Makawao, which still has hitching posts from the days when townspeople rode their horses into town. Now here's a story from the HIKI NŌ students at Seabury Hall Middle School about a young woman who grew up steeped in the rich Maui paniolo history and culture.
Liloa Eo Maikalani Akoi Reber is known to her friends and teachers at Seabury Hall as a budding artist and an exemplary student. What many do not know is that while she has kept up with a rigorous academic schedule at school, she is at the same time pursuing another passion. Liloa is an accomplished rodeo athlete and champion roper. Her interest in horses is not by accident. Rodeo has been a part of her family for generations. Liloa's great-grandmother was a rodeo cowgirl and passed on many of her rodeo talents to Liloa.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family comes from a pretty cowboy background. They're from Hana, but my great-grandmother was born on Upaluku Ranch, where I live now, and that's where my dad works. My great-grandmother's name is Thelma Nani Ka'aihui Smith. She was a cowgirl. She really liked doing barrel racing.
Her father and mother have taught her the paniolo traditions.
I've been riding since I was 3 years old, but I started doing rodeo when I was in first grade. And so when I was little, my mom kind of got me into riding. And so she started me with lessons, and then that's when I started getting into rodeo. Both of my parents have been super supportive of my rodeo, but my dad's kind of been like my sidekick in it all. He travels with me and like almost everywhere I go, and he knows how to keep me calm and stuff. I'm comfortable with my horse. Like, I can go out in the pasture and jump on my horse bareback without a halter and ride her around, and like, I really, like with my horse, I really ride her with my seat, which means that I don't really use a lot of my hands, and it's more of like the feel that I have so she knows where to go. And so like I'll lean a certain way and she'll like know to turn a certain way. I like the bond between me and my horse. It's a different type of connection just because you can't like talk to her, like express different types of emotions, and like when I'm riding and going and getting ready to do a run, I can actually like feel her heartbeat and like her excitement and her adrenaline through my saddle. You really have to trust your horse and be able to just like give them your all, because you're going like top speed on an animal and taking turns that are like really gnarly, and you just kind of like have to be one with your horse.
Liloa plans to continue pursuing her passion for rodeo into college and further, keeping her family's paniolo tradition alive. This is Shelby Ferrier from Seabury Hall Middle School reporting for HIKI NŌ.
We are here on the campus of Lahaina Intermediate School on Lahainaluna Hill. Located on Front Street is King Kamehameha III Elementary School, one of our feeder schools. This historic school has stood on the edge of Lahaina Harbor for 100 years. In celebration of this centennial, the traditional May Day is being moved to the Lahaina Civic Center to accommodate the special activity. The students and staff are anxiously awaiting the celebration. Now here is a story from the HIKI NŌ students at Lahaina Intermediate School about a special man who's devoted the past 21 years to keeping the children of Lahaina safe.
For as long as many people can remember, Uncle Harold, the crossing guard for King Kamehameha III Elementary School in Lahaina, Maui, has kept his community safe.
I came here in 1994, and I've been here ever since. But I really, I don't know, I really love it here. I mean, helping the children, and that's my motivation. Because the kids, when I see children happy and smiling and want to come to school and all that, you know, it really perks me out, motivates me to keep on doing it. I really like that.
Uncle Harold originally turned down the principal of King Kamehameha 3rd Elementary when she offered him the job, but his granddaughters pressured him to take it.
I was so glad that they told me to do that, but I was upset with them because they cut me off. They said, "Oh, Grandpa, you gotta do this. You gotta help out." And I never was so thankful for all those, you know, for doing that, because it really made me aware of what I needed to do, really, to give back to the school, to give back to the, you know, to the community and stuff like that.
Now, Uncle Harold finds it hard to miss school.
They just want to see me. They just want to give me high five. They just want me to hug them, you know. And that's why it was so hard. I cannot leave them. Just like, even when we have family get-togethers and on other islands and stuff like that, normally I don't go because I don't want to miss school. And my family gets angry. Say, "Oh, you gotta come and join us too, and this and that and that." But I'm not happy doing what I'm doing here.
The special gift that Uncle Harold brings to his job has caught the attention of many tourists who pass by the school as they explore Lahaina town.
I've had so many compliments, really. I mean, I'm really embarrassed to say, but they're very kind to me and everything. They say, you know, we don't have this back where we come from. We don't see people doing this, you know, and they've taken a lot of pictures of me. They returned back to the mainland. They sent me things and to the school, you know, because they don't know my address and whatever. But their intention is to let everybody know, if you wanna see Hawaii, go to Maui, go to the island of Maui in Lahaina, and go to that school. You know, and I've been having that kind of compliment for a long time. I think I'm more blessed and more people with better jobs. And I don't mind staying here another 20 years if God permits me to. I'm 80 years old now, you know. But I don't think I ever want to quit. You know, as long as I can move around and do something, I like to come back to the school.
This is Daisy Miranda from Lahaina Intermediate School reporting for HIKI NŌ.
We're here on the campus of Maui Waena Intermediate School in Kahului on Maui. We are standing in front of our beautiful new mural made entirely of glass tiles. The flowers symbolize the diversity and beauty of the students at our school. We just finished planting a garden in the front to finish the project. Now we go to the HIKI NŌ students from Maui Waena Intermediate School with a story about their STEM building that has run into some serious slowdowns.
Okay, so I know it's kind of close in here, but I need you to actually spread out and give each other room.
When I met with Principal Yap, I said, Principal Yap, you know, what do you need from the state of Hawaii in terms of your #1 priority? And I think he immediately said that we need this classroom built.
Representative Woodson is talking about the Maui Waena 8 Classroom Expansion Project, commonly referred to as the STEM Building. The project was proposed in 2007 and approved by the Department of Education back in 2008. Funding for the $5.1 million project was approved by the state legislature.
The campus is busting out at the seams in terms of students. There's a lot of students, there's over 1,000, so there's definitely a great need for this building.
Maui Waena Intermediate is one of the largest middle schools in the state and the largest outside of Oahu. In addition to that, the Maui Lani community that surrounds the school is one of the fastest growing on Maui.
Right now, presently, we are at about 1,094 students. We are at school capacity. We are having classrooms in places that shouldn't be classrooms. And once the building comes in with 8 more classrooms, that'll free up some of our present space as we move people around. And we could support our students with classrooms that are in closets right now.
It said storage on the closet door. So we actually stopped in front of this closet and we're talking, and I'm thinking in the back of the mind, why are we stopped in front of this closet? And there's actually a classroom happening in that closet.
The new STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math building would solve the space problem and offer students improved 21st century learning opportunities. But 6 years after it was approved, there is still no building.
We were hoping that the building would have been completed by now. We would have met our projected growth. We're not happy with the delay. I'm not happy with the delay. I think the community is going to share that they're not happy with the delay.
And this community showed their concern on September 25, 2013, when over 150 community members, county and state representatives, Department of Education representatives, and concerned staff members came together to try and get to the truth about the delay on the building. In our interview with him on April 4, 2014, Representative Woodson said,
As of now, I am happy to say that we are on the precipice of actually starting this project. Basically, there are two entities that are talking amongst each other to figure out last pieces of the puzzle. Once those pieces of the puzzle are complete, then we can start.
The Department of Education and F&H Construction are the two entities currently active in this project. Donalyn De La Cruz, the Department of Education's Director of Communications and Community Affairs, stated, the DOE has asked the contractor to proceed. Meanwhile, representatives of F&H Construction say that they are hopeful that construction will begin once all of the details have been ironed out. This is Yasha Anquillo from Maui Waena Intermediate for HIKI NŌ.
We're here on the campus of H.P. Baldwin High School in Wailuku on Maui. Our campus is located on the beautiful slopes of the West Maui Mountains in the sand dunes between Wailuku and Kahului. Situated in the heart of Wailuku, students from Waihe'e, Kihei, Waikapu, Wailuku, and Kahului all come here to expand their minds and create memories that they will treasure for a lifetime. Now, here's a story from the HIKI NŌ students from our campus about the Four Sisters Bakery, a family-run shop just minutes from Baldwin High School.
From the friendly feel of the service to the delicious pastries they sell, the Four Sisters Bakery on Vineyard Street in Wailuku has had a lasting impact on the Maui community.
The business was started by my father, Stanley Makawao, in 1983. Construction was slow. He got laid off, and so he started baking at his house, and from there it took off.
After being established in 1983, the family business was bought by Arnold Makawao in 2003, one of the 12 children from the original owner. Arnold is also the father of Noah Makawao, a freshman at Baldwin High School.
The bakery has changed a lot from my father since he started. We added more things to it. My father had more of a Filipino pastries products. So when my wife and I took over the business, we added some other stuff.
Expanding the business also meant that sacrifices had to be made by the members of the Makawao family.
The greatest thing owning a business is that you're on your own time. You're on your own boss. The downfall to that is having my own family. I don't get time to spend as much as I want to. You have to be there most of the time. And most of the time meaning when your kids have activities, sometimes you can attend those. So sacrifice a lot. And sometimes kids don't understand.
It's really hard because he works over like 100 hours a week. So I rarely get to see him like on a regular basis as a normal kid would. Like whenever I have big events or activities, it's normally like you see all the other kids with like their moms and dads, whole family, where I'm there, and like it's only most of the time just my mom. And then seeing everybody with like a complete family and me with just my mom there and my dad having to work a lot, just like saddening.
Despite the strain the business has placed on him and his family, Noah retains a strong sense of ownership when it comes to the Four Sisters Bakery.
If nobody stepped in to take the initiative to run the bakery, I probably would step in because for one thing, it's a really huge part of not only my life, but also like my whole family. Like it's kind of what helped develop our family on Maui. So it's kind of like the bakery really upholds our well-being.
Even though Arnold has had to make tough sacrifices within his family, they understand that with great success also comes great sacrifice. This is Emily McKeon from HP Baldwin High School for HIKI NŌ.
We're here on the campus of Kamehameha Schools Maui, located in Pukalani. Kamehameha believes in the idea of sustainability and shows its commitment to this concept by planting and growing its own food and by installing photovoltaic solar panels throughout the campus. Now, the HIKI NŌ students from Kamehameha Maui Middle School tell a story about a family-owned business whose values and work ethic help it to persevere over the years. Ice cream. You lick it, scoop it, and even drink it. But did you know that there is a company right here on Maui that makes their own ice cream?
All the other ice cream that you may eat on Maui is not made any place in Hawaii. It's all shipped in from the mainland.
But there is more to this company than ice cream. It is a family-owned business that takes pride in running by a strong set of family values. I know this pride firsthand because Maui Soda and Iceworks is my family's company, and Buddy Nobriga is my grandfather.
Ice cream was in 1930. We started to make ice cream here.
My grandfather started by bringing in mix from Honolulu and just flavoring it and freezing it. And then he developed formulations with the help of dairymans to make ice cream.
The company, owned and operated by the Nobriga family since 1946, recognizes the essentials of running a good business.
The leadership is the most important aspect of running the business and keeping the business running. With Rosemary Ice Cream, it's something that we take pride in, and we don't feel that that pride can be emulated anywhere else.
One of the other secrets is that we still make it the slow way. The big manufacturers will make mix now, and 1 hour later they're making ice cream.
Though the downturn in the economy closed many businesses, Maui Soda and Iceworks and Rosalani Ice Cream continues to thrive over the years.
We remain small, mostly because of that trust in who handles it once it leaves us, has that same belief and that same love for the product. That's something that's instilled in you. Like, again, it goes back to leadership.
Family is important to the Nobrigas, and they treat each employee as part of their own household.
I keep working because I love what I do, and the Nobriga family treats me like part of their family, and they include me in all of their decisions. And I feel part of the business, and I have a passion to make the business grow.
Through all his experiences as a business owner, Buddy Nobriga lives by one guiding principle.
Work with your people. Trust them, and they will trust you. They will give you the heart and soul working for you.
Family values, work ethic, and trust are some of the ingredients that make me proud of our family's sweet success. This is Jayla Nobriga for Kamehameha Schools Maui for HIKI NŌ.
Aloha, I'm Kim Yap, and I'm here at my school, Lahainaluna, in West Maui. I'm near the boys' dorms named after David Malo, one of our earliest graduates and a scholar who was the first to write down a record of Hawaiian knowledge. Being a senior, I am graduating and adding my name to the top of a long list of graduates that goes back 173 years. Every April, alumni in our community come together to reunite and to celebrate our long history. They are preserving Hawaiian traditions with a luau named in David Malo's honor. Students from our boarding department and Hawaiiana Club prepare their famous laulau dinner, sing and dance hula into the night.
It really has been a long journey because since the inception in 1969, we're looking at over 40 years of having a program run every year.
David Malo Day, to me, is a big way for the whole community to get together, especially Lahainaluna's alumni. They really like to come out and support the kids, especially those that were in Hawaiiana Club when they were in high school. So the day before, we all get together and we help make the laulau. We prep the food. The process of it is taking the raw pork and rolling it in the kalo leaves, and then you roll them in the tea leaves and you wrap them in foil. And then when we're all done, we make 800 laulaus, and after we're done, we take them all up to the imu, up towards the back of our school, and we fire them, so in preparation for the next day. The day of, everybody wakes up really early and we all come to the school and help set everything up, like the tables, the stage, get any last minute things together like leis or pick last minute flowers that we need. And then we get to go home and take a shower because it's been hot all day. When we come back, we get our stuff together in the dressing rooms and get ready. And once we're all ready, as a halau, we all walk down to the bottom of the school in the chorus room. We all stand in a circle and get out like last minute jitters or any nervous butterflies, and we say a prayer wishing us good luck. My favorite part of David Malo Day is the hula dancing because I love it so much. It's probably the one thing that's worth all of the work, is the dancing and the performing for everyone and getting to share all the stories with the community.
It's really just a venue in which the students can give mahalo back to the community to show them that they understand they wouldn't be here, without the help of our Lahaina community. I think that makes it exceptionally special.
This is Sophia Freddy from Lahainaluna High School for HIKI NŌ.
Thank you for watching this special All-Maui episode of HIKI NŌ.
Remember, all the stories in this program were written, shot, and edited by students like us.
We hope you've enjoyed watching them as much as we've enjoyed sharing them with you.
And we hope we've done Maui proud.
Make sure to tune in to next week's episode for more proof that Hawaii students HIKI NŌ.
Can do.
Broadcasts of HIKI NŌ are made possible by the support of viewers like you. Mahalo, and by Bank of Hawaii Foundation, investing in Hawaii's future by promoting collaboration, critical thinking, and other 21st century skills through HIKI NŌ.